Please stop using our pain and our struggle as a way to attract black consumers.
L'Oreal, Nike, Adidas. These are just some of the big brands that have posted about Black Lives Matter following the death of George Floyd. But there's been some criticism on how brands may be using, or according to some, even appropriating the movement for commercial gain. Like Australian fashion company Savo Skirt, they captioned an Insta post with,
"The world is crying for change, and we all need to be the change."
Dozens of the comments accused them of being disingenuous.
When I first saw the post, honestly, I thought it was a good idea, but after I started scrolling through the Instagram page, I noticed that most of the people that were promoting their stuff were white. I barely saw any black influencers.
And people also weren't happy with the explanation the brand gave as to why they hadn't been posting more pictures of black women.
Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to talk about cultural appropriation and companies that have been called out to show evidence that they are actually not only supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, but also to show their numbers, to show how many black people are actually in their corporation, are actually at the top of the hierarchy, are actually sitting on their boards and actually sitting in their offices, and not just modeling their clothes or just modeling their makeup just to promote or to gain that demographic of people. So please do like, comment and subscribe, and welcome, and thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. So I'm going to start off by just defining what culture appropriation is. Now, the video that you watched in the beginning of this video was just a few brands that has been called out, and a few influencers, if we want to call them that has literally been speaking out, and YEWANDE was one of them, saying stop using our culture, stop using our people for your self-gain, which is true.
Please stop using our pain and our struggle as a way to attract black consumers.
People also weren't happy with the explanation the brand gave as to why they hadn't been posting more pictures of black women.
They try to shift the blame to their followers by saying that when they posted these images of black and aboriginal women, that they would receive slightly less engagement. And I thought to myself, that's a very unfair game. Regardless of how much engagement you get on your post, you should still post this type of content if you truly value diversity.
I've been in touch with Savo Skirt, and they didn't want to be interviewed, but they sent us this statement.
We've learned a valuable lesson from our community about our own unconscious bias. We apologise for getting it wrong in the past. We will be implementing a comprehensive review of diversity and inclusion throughout our business.
One major brand who has been called out is L'Oreal. They put out a statement saying, "Speaking out is worth it," in support of anti-racism protests. But what can brands do to come up with solutions that are attainable and realistic?
In corporate America, it's common for senior leaders to groom successors, but 71% of these senior executives admit that they select individuals of the same race or gender. This exacerbates the problem.
But loads of companies have announced plans to do better. Adidas recently promised 30% of new employees hired in the US will be from black or from Latin American backgrounds. Sharon is keen to hear from other big brands like Nike. We've seen data which shows 4.8% of their directors are black or African American. 72.7% are white. Sharon wants brands like them to be reaching figures upwards of 6%.
All the big clubs globally made a commitment to hiring, retaining, promoting black talent. It is going to make probably the biggest economic impact to the black community that we've seen in 100 years.
This is a huge moment for brands to stop and have a rethink about how inclusive their companies are. But the big question is, will they get it right?
I just wanted to say this. I just wanted to make this video, because obviously I've been talking about Black Lives Matter. Somebody wrote in one of my videos, you need to be speaking about exposing the BLM organization, which was a fair point, because I do want to make it clear that the BLM organization, not everything about them I stand for. What I stand for is making it known that black lives, the skin, black people, not the organization, black people, the people that are being oppressed, the people that are the minorities. There is an issue within the system, there is an issue within our society that that we need to address, okay? And we need to be moving towards equality. I'm not here to be pushing for that BLM organization, but you have to understand that it's very hard to protest Black Lives Matter without being associated with the Black Lives Matter organization, if that makes sense. In that clip that you saw, there was talking about Sleek was one of the brands which is predominantly black, right? And they didn't release their figures,
which is calling on organisations to share the number of black people they employ. So far, more than 200 brands, including Kylie Cosmetics, The Body Shop and Estee Lauder, have taken part. Kylie Cosmetics revealed 13% of their staff are black, but some brands, such as Sleek Makeup, a cosmetic brand popular with black women, offered no data and instead acknowledged that there was a problem in their organisation, pledging to relook at their recruitment strategy.
They released a statement, saying that it's definitely something that they're going to look at, looking at more diversity from that aspect of things as well, which is what I wanted to focus mainly in this video. It's all well and good that as black people, as pro-blacks as we love to call ourselves, we want to be like Black Lives Matter, we need equality, but at the same time, I am also seeing a lot of things, a lot of black movements which can be also deemed as racist, which can also be deemed as excluding ourselves from actually being inclusive, which is what we are trying to do, if I'm making sense. This is a bit of a deep conversation, because when you look at the black economy or like the black business, there is a big issue with infrastructure. We don't have our own economy. Like we don't there is nothing that is built pure black from the ground. There is always a white man at the top of it. What we have to do is not separate ourselves so much so that we bring a division where it's like we are creating our own black pound, our own black system, our own black this. No, we need to break down the walls, and that's where I stand. We need to break down the walls. If I am starting a predominantly black organization, I need all cultures at the top. That's the only way that we are going to break that wall. But if we start building that mentality that I'm going to take everything that's mine, that's black, you take everything that's yours, that's white, then surely we're just perpetuating a racial cycle, and it's defeating the purpose to what we are actually protesting for. Like, that's where I kind of stand with it. I don't know if you guys are getting where I'm going with it. Like, I don't have an issue with, black people pushing and supporting each other. Like, people have issues with there being a black pound. It just depends how you look at it. If you are from that geographics and you have actually, suffered the pains of the cry of the black community or the minority, then you would see things from a different point of view. But if you just see things from like a surface base, like people are like, stop crying and work hard, and you're just trying to get handouts or whatever. Nobody here is asking for handouts. It's like I saw something actually, I can't remember what it was, but it literally just made me feel like, that's great, but we're not asking for handouts as black people. We're asking for there to be equality. When I come and I apply for your position, I need you to not look at my name and not judge me because of my name, or not judge me because of my skin color. And for people who are like, oh, there's no proof for people don't do it, people do it. Don't just use me when it's Black History Month, or don't just use me, don't just use my skin when you want to promote that you are extending your shade, but yet I can't be sitting in the board. Like, that's the kind of things that we are talking about. But in the light of things, Delisa James joins Amazon Music as Senior Artist Relations Manager. Music and Media Executive Delisa James is due to join Amazon Music UK in September as their new Senior Artist Relations Manager. This new role at Amazon Music will see Delisa lead their black music strategy, overseeing playlist creative direction and executing large-scale campaigns for artists and labels. She previously was the executive producer of the rap show and Fire in the Booth, the biggest freestyle platform in Europe. Whoa! She worked alongside DJ Charlie Sloth, delivering weekly original audio and video content to Apple Music. I think that's really good. We love to see that, okay? That's what I'm talking about. We need to be sitting on these boards, okay? We need to now get to the point, guys, where we have protesting. We are still protesting. However, we are being active, you know, we are doing things. That's why I love things like Black Pound Day. You know, we need to be executing things. We're not here asking for handouts. Black people are very extremely hardworking. You know, we are extremely intelligent. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. This is a very, I know it's a very sensitive topic because people instantly either get defensive or they get offensive, you know? So it's kind of like, we can't be on the fence and we can't be defensive. We need to just be proactive, basically. We need to be proactive, we need to execute, and we need to stand bold and strong. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of the support. You know, support my channel, guys. Give my channel a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.